Welcome, welcome, my amazing Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rise. Let me serious up a little bit, okay? Because I can get excited for absolutely no reason. I don't take much, but anyway, this is for my Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising from mid-September, September 16th through September 30th of 2017. Like I said, Sun, Moon, and Rising is a general love reading for the month of September, the mid month of September. So if you're cross watching, excuse me, or if you're watching for yourself and it doesn't resonate with you, just look at each and every area because you may be a Sun Aries, Moon Capricorn, and a rising Aquarius, just to put it out there. So just look at all those elements and love readings combined together and get your full potential reading, or you can get one specifically for you because when general readings, we reading for all elements of sun excuse me, all areas, sun, moon, and rising of Aquarius. And that encumbers so many people, so many different energies and situations that we just can't reach everyone. Okay. So the only way you can get that personal reading for you, for your energy, for your situation is if you get a private reading. I do private readings. Now listen, I do recorded private readings. So for example, if you go ahead and order a reading from me, just give me a little information. I will do your reading. I'll record it for you, and I'll send you a video. Or I do your reading. I get the message, and I can type it out to you for you to read it if it's more private for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get to it. So first, I'll use my Angel Tarot card deck. Okay. Spirit, I'm asking you to bring forth a message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For love. Love for September, mid-September of 2017. A message of love for the coupled, for the partnered, for the married, for the separated, for the singles that's seeking love, the singles that's not seeking love. Spirit, I'm asking you to bring forth a message for my Aquarius. Bring forth a message for any Aquarius that's watching this or cross-watcher for a message of love for them. And I'll try to make sure my deck is shuffled really well. Okay. Do it one more time. Because you are my last reading for September. For my love reading. I think I got something else up my sleeve. But there we go. Okay. 4-card spread. This is the foundation of your love reading today. Because this is a 3-part love reading. So that's why it's so long. Okay. So the first card coming up for you it is a major arcana card, Justice. Okay. Came up in reverse. So when a card for me come up in reverse, you know what, this kind of showing up blue, but it's more so of a purplish color. But anyway, when they come up in reverse, any card come up in reverse, it's something that Spirit wants you to pay close attention to. Every reader is different. Some of them read it in reverse as far as, let's say, if the message say you have newfound love coming in, they read it as maybe you have love going out, or maybe your love life is stagnant. I say pay close attention to it. This is what Spirit wants you to understand. So your first card here is the Justice card. The message coming through is fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Now look, Aquarius is a strong sign. Look, huge personality. Let you know how it is. Aquarius is an acquired case. You know, with people that most people do enjoy Aquarius as friends and partners, but you know, Aquarius is an acquired taste. So that can be a bit much to take in. Okay, so this Justice card is telling me that you all are in a situation. Okay, a lot of you are in a situation. that require you to be fair and just. It may not be necessarily what you want to ideally do, but it is what's right. And Spirit is letting you know that it's only right for you to do what's right because karma is a bitch. Let's just be honest. I do believe in karma, okay? You get what you put out, and that's just how life works. The flow of life. Like if you only put out bad tidings, you're gonna only receive bad tidings. If you put out good tidings, you'll receive good tidings, okay? But be fair and just in your decision making. It may hurt your pride, but it's only right to do what's fair and just. Do what you know is right and stand up for your belief. So if you believe in something and somebody bucking against it, it's okay, stand up for it. Okay, now if it's in a relationship and some of you are maybe ending a relationship, don't be a jerk with the separation portion. Now, look, people think only separation is essential in marriages. Let me tell you something. I've been in a long-term relationship and had to separate, and let me tell you, when you have finances together and cars together and policies and bank accounts and all kind of stuff together, that shit is just like a marriage. I don't care what nobody say. People want to just think that, oh, with that legal piece of paper, yeah, it's more intense. But then I done seen couples that wasn't married take each other to court over a joint account. Okay, if you have a joint account, be kind. If you know that you only put 20% into that whole account, take your 20% out. Leave the rest. Don't say, look, I'm gonna take 50 here. All this shit I'm going through with you. Excuse my language for you though. That don't care for that. I'm sorry. That's just how I talk, to be honest with you. Be fair. Some of you are separating, experience the separation, but be fair in it. You know what's right. Even if it hurts your pride, even if it's annoying, even if it's pissed you off, just do what's right. For the other ones of you that's not dealing with this in your love life, some of you are dealing with it at work, and I'm telling you to be fair. If you are in management, some of you are in management, don't write up that person just because you don't like them and you nitpicking over their work. Be fair, be just. And then also, some of you are dealing with something maybe in healthcare, okay? And it requires you to say, look, I'm going to stand up because you're wrong. Now, listen, don't say it like that, especially if it's management, because you may lose your job. And then, you know what? Depends on the situation. Whatever. Just make sure you have that backup plan, okay? Have some type of income flowing in. But I believe in life, you put out that justice and you stand up for what you believe in, you get taken care of. But listen, I want to tell you this. Something is going on in your life that you don't particularly believe in. Maybe it's at work or in your relationship, and you just stand up and be honest. Look, I don't agree with this. This is something I don't want. This is not the type of relationship I want, whether it's work or romantic. This is what I expect, and I'm sorry if you can't give me that. Then this is not going to work, even if it hurts. Okay. The next card we have for you is the Unity card, another major arcana card. Okay. Unity. Traditional viewpoints or methods. Spiritual organizations seek out mentors or like-minded people. So once again, it kind of piggybacks, not even kind of piggybacks on what this first major arcana card, this justice card, is referring to. While you're seeking justice, somebody may be looking at things in a traditional viewpoint, but you're looking at it in your own viewpoint. Honey, I don't believe with that. I don't believe in that. Or I don't believe that. That is crap. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care how you was raised. But then don't be a jerk about it. Don't be a jerk about it. Just say, look, this is what I believe. I'm sorry, but your methods is not ethical in my book, and I can't stand behind it. Whether this is a co-worker, or maybe this is a business partner or a loved one. Maybe your loved one is doing something that's not too ethical and you don't believe in it. Stand up and let them know that. Some of you are going back to church and your spouse may not be in agreement. Okay? Maybe your spouse was raised Baptist and you was raised Methodist, or you were raised Pentecostal and they were raised Catholic, and your viewpoints on tradition and spirituality is different. Okay? To bring forth unity, you all either have to come to a common ground and just be honest and say, look, this ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? With this difference. But I believe that you all can make it work. Seek out mentors or like-minded friends. Go to them and say, look, I look at things like this. Am I right? Or what's your opinion on it? But go to that one friend or that one sister or that one brother or that one ex that know you very well, that's not going to just agree with you because they love you, but they're going to tell you the truth, and get that advice, that relationship advice, whether it is romantic or some of you are work. So I'm hearing, though this is a though this is a love reading, yes, I do believe it's some of you all's romantic life, but I believe it's more work life. But go to someone that you know that's going to be straight down the middle. They're not going to just side with you because they love you. They're going to side what's right to get that advice that you need, okay? Now, the next card we have here is the Three of Fire. With that fire energy, we're talking about a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. A lot of time when fire come up, it refers to your intentions or your actions, what you're going to put in action, okay? In your love life, it says abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. Don't just plan for the short term. Plan long term. And I'm hearing this a lot with love. Abundance of love is coming to you and it's looking very good. Spirit is going to reward you for your faithfulness, but you got to be patient. And when you make plans, whether it's plans with someone or for yourself and just in love or for that person that you're in a relationship with, look long term. Don't just make something that's going to just only last for 6 months. Look at that 5-year plan. And, sometimes I try to avoid looking out so far out, but sometimes we just have to, you know what I'm saying? And make the decision that is going to last and that you see that is pleasing long term, okay? Make an informed decision. That loved one, that the person that you're in love with, ask yourself, do I really see long term with them? And be honest, okay? Now, your next card is the Queen of Waters. Ah, beautiful. Wow. The Queen of Waters, it speaks on a tenderheartedness, empathetic, patient, and loving. Okay, the message that's coming through, and it's coming up, right? It said relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. Trust what your gut is telling you. If you're in love with somebody and you just can't get that person off your mind, and you feel just like this is going to work. It may look crazy and insane, but this is going to work. Trust that. But then if you love with this person, you be like, this will never damn work. I love them, but I know this shit would never work. Trust it. Okay? But whatever relationship I believe that you are mending or paying attention to, you're going to manifest as something beautiful, but I believe a lot of you are going to get the desires of your heart. But you first got to care for yourself and know that you're in a healthy position in order to love and care for someone else. Okay? Make sure you're in a healthy spiritual place, mental place, psychological place, a place of love sexually and every element and aspect of you. Make sure you're in a healthy place so you can give out healthy, sane love. Okay? People like to think that Aquarius don't love. We do. We just have either or, because I'm an Aquarius. Let me just put it out there. If you didn't know, I'm an Aquarius. So I save for my own sign to avoid any bias. I do it last. Okay. And believe me, certain things don't resonate with me. So that's not the case. But what I am saying is take care of yourself. And reason why I said a lot of people do, as soon as I tell them, say, what's your sign? I tell them, like, oh God. And I'm just like, what? And they're just like, oh, you are so detached and you don't really love anyone and you just love yourself. I mean, for the people that have been wounded by an Aquarius, or something they say just Aquarius weird. Like, I'm saying, I done heard everything. But listen. Okay, there is absolutely nothing wrong with loving inwardly and outwardly. But if Aquarius is madly in love with you, believe me, we'll show it. It just depends. It depends on what you show us. And not all Aquarius is the same. I'm just saying from my experience. Okay. Now the next cards I'm gonna pull is from a different deck. It's from the Earth Oracle deck. Now these cards that I pull here represent the past, present, and future energy that's surrounding you, or thought patterns that's surrounding you. So maybe previously you was in a funk, and Spirit gonna bring forth like, hey, this was the funk that you was in. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull these cards, and I'm just gonna explain as I go. I don't read these cards in reverse. Disclaimer: I don't read these cards in reverse. I read them all in the upright, with the same exact meaning, the intended meaning, and we just go from there. Now, any event that I pull a card that Spirit lead me to get a clarification on, I will. I will pull the book out, and try to hunt it down and give you the most clearest understanding of the card where you can understand it and I can understand it, because every time you pull a card depends on the situation, depends on where it lands. It can have different meanings and Spirit can have a different message. Okay, so I'm gonna ask Spirit to bring forth a message. Spirit, please bring forth messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the mid-month of September for love. For their energies that is surrounding them or their thought patterns in past, present, and future for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising the mid-month of September for love, in love, for the married couple, single partner, the single that's looking, the single that's not looking, the separated, and the four C's. Please bring forth the message in its entirety for Aquarius for the month of September. This first card here represents the past feelings or energy surrounding you, present past energies or feelings surrounding you, and past, present, and future. Okay. Let's see what we got here. The first card come up is the rebirth. So some of you all went through a area in your life of transformation. Oh goodness, a transformation. Okay. Or the energies that surrounding you was the energy of transformation, rebirth, some newness. So a lot of you have a new way of, or was thinking, or the energy that was surrounding you with energy that was needed, or that you was going through an area of new birth, a new way of looking at things, a new feel, a new, a new way of looking at love, you discovering and learning more about yourself. And this was the energy that's surrounding you in the past, that you all was doing a lot of soul searching and you found that answer that you was looking for. A lot of you found your calling, but you had to go through an area of rebirth before you really could see clearly. You have a new set of eyes. Okay, now the next energy come through is activation. When? So all those things that you want to manifest, excuse me, and endeavors and everything, now everything is finally seem like it's moving, because the reason why you saw, a lot of you sought out that rebirth is because things seemed stagnant, like it just wasn't moving. You just didn't know what the hell was going on. Like a lot of you were going through an area with like, what the hell is going on? Either things just was falling apart or just it wasn't moving, like nothing was happening right or nothing was happening at all. It wasn't that nothing was happening right, it just nothing was happening. Okay, and now the energy that's surrounding you and your thought pattern is activation. That when now stuff is starting to flow because you experience that element of rebirth. You experience that. Okay, so now you can look at things, and now your activation is going into fruition, and you seeing that your life is moving and things that's manifested through your rebirth. You had to take off that old shell and put on a new one and a new mindset to get that activation going. Get that wind activated. And the next card is invocation, ceremony. Now, you know when I told you how you like to get clarification? This card I want clarification on, okay? And that's your future energy. Okay, so let's see here. Here it is. Whether through indifference, depression, life crisis, or any other manifestation of mental, emotional, or physical blockage, you have drifted from the intimacy with spirit from which you yearn. It is important to do what you can to regain a experience of spiritual power that is contained within you and all around you. Do so by conducting a ceremony, one that involves not only spirit but also material objects you consider sacred. Set up an altar in a convenient area that is apart from your usual living space. Start with representation of the four major elements: earth, air, fire, water, and then add just a few sacred objects. Set your intentions for the ceremony, such as whether the purpose is healing, celebration, or honoring a particular earth season or cycle. Then do an invocation to call upon your spirit guides. Breathe their presence and ask these divine beings to guide you through the process. Trust your guidance, feel your heartbeat, and keep breathing. Breathe is the key to an actual experience of spirit, and creating a ceremony is the vehicle that support things, okay? Everybody's spiritual practices and beliefs are different. Some people don't believe in setting up an altar and things like that, okay? But what this card is telling you, what is Spirit trying to tell you, is dig deep and tap into that spiritual light, that spiritual self. Reconnect with that spirituality, that gut. I was doing another reading, and it came up where kind of like them follow their instincts, because now their instincts is renewed, and I feel like with a lot of Aquarius, you have lost touch with that instinct, and I believe it's beating at the door of your heart, but you're not trusting it anymore. You're not trusting yourself anymore. So I would advise all of you to take a moment and meditate. Meditate on the things that's happening in your life. Meditate on the things that you want to manifest in your life. Meditate on it and ask Spirit to guide you. If you believe in Jesus, ask Jesus to guide you. If you believe in God or a higher calling or the earth, or you don't believe in anything at all, that's perfectly fine. But look for that guidance. Okay? Look for guidance. But get back in tune with that gut. That gut is sleepy, but start that peristalsis again. Okay? What that gut can lead you like, yeah, no, let's wait. Get back to that point, because you know what? I believe for a lot of you, that gut was like, hey, that thing was lethal. It'll let you know, like, in a sense of danger. But now, all of a sudden, that gut is kind of awful. It's not even giving you any insight anymore. That's because you have lost touch with your true self, because maybe you all have gotten hurt and you were trying to drown your feelings so much that you drowned out essential feelings. Okay? But get back in tune with yourself. Explore that hurt, explore that understanding, explore all those things that you need to explore, okay? And try to get back to your true self. Not what people want you to be, not what people expect you to be. Get back in tune with your true self. Okay? Now, the last card I'll pull here is a meditative card. Now, I call it a meditative card because it is the energy that will be surrounding you, or not energy, I'm sorry. It will be the message that Spirit will bring forth to you for the remaining month of September. Okay? So this card, whatever card I pull, will be a card that have a message specifically for you. Okay, and this message is basically going to be like, for example, just say if it say love more, things like that. That's what you want to focus on for September. That's the message you want to have in the back of your head. Okay, all right. So, Spirit, I'm asking you to bring forth a message for Aquarius for the mid-month of September. For the mid-month of September. Okay. Of love. Bring forth a message specifically for love for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of September. For the married, the couple, the separated, the partnered and the single that's looking for love, the singles that is holding steadfast in their feelings. It's pretty much as you're going forth a message specifically for love. Okay, I'm gonna cut the deck. All right. Now pull that first card that come off the top, and then read the message that go along with it. So you have a 7 of air. Air signs is your element, so I believe this is very important to you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It came in reverse, and that is the 7 of air. Okay. I want you to be able to see it. I want the focus. Okay. And the message that go along with this air, 7 of air, is this. This card represents independence, nonconformity, living life on one's own terms without people pleasing. I mean, what else could freaking describe an Aquarius, okay? And this is a message the spirit wants you to kind of meditate on for the month of September, the remaining month of September. Now is the time for you to live life on your own terms. So you must find the courage to reject conformity. Listen to your yearning for independence is a key to breaking free of group thinking and attending to your own needs. Diplomacy with others can help you to be true to the calling to help you to be true to your calling to do what you know you must do for yourself. Wow. Tune out the stuff around you. As believe me, it's a lot of people that offer unsolicited advice. But like I said, get in tune with that gut again. So you will know what you want, but then know what you want. Not what others want for you, not what others expect you to want, not what others think is best for you. What do you want as an individual? Okay? All right? And get in tune with that. Okay, Aquarius? I want to thank you so much for listening to my reading, stopping by. I want you to know I cannot wait to start on readings for October. That will be the last week of September. I'll start on those readings. Please follow me. You can follow me on Be the Cat Tarot on Instagram, or email me with questions or inquiries about private readings on my email address, which is phoenixlovetarot@gmail.com. Okay, much love, peace, and joy to you. And until next time, bye.